All right, guys, welcome to episode 16 on the Highs and Lows podcast crypto segment, where we talk about everything happening in the crypto space, including opportunities that you can use to make money. So, as usual, I'm your host, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
Hi guys, it's always a great thing to talk about crypto.
Yeah, it's always amazing whenever we meet up to talk about what's happening in the market, and it's really been an exciting and unexpected, also very bumpy 2025. And we finally seen Donald Trump. He has been sworn in as the US president. So it's now time for the real deal. Before that we saw because we have not done an episode since the last time.
True.
So before his inauguration, we saw the launch of the Trump token. Sparked lots of controversies and sucked lots of liquidity.
I don't think the market hasn't even
the market has not recovered since after the launch of that Trump token. And just when we're trying to understand what's going on and the market was struggling to recover, his wife,
another one from his wife,
she launched hers barely 48 hours.
This was like the official one, so or the ones
very very official. But
when we had ones that are not official, and like from the one from Baron, Vanka, a whole lot messed. It really messed up the market.
It messed up lots of price action in the market. It killed the price movement and momentum of most of the altcoins. It took most altcoins back to their 2024 low.
Yes.
And it wiped off most of the profits that even some traders had made within the last 6 months. It was really unexpected. But on the bright side, people made crazy money from Trump. People also made crazy money from Melania, I think, or Melania, something like that. People also made crazy money from it. So it was quite exciting. Which also brings us to the part where the Solana network was over congested and
it was crazy. The Phantom wallet at some point was not loading balances correctly.
Because I was awake when that coin launched, the Melania, when it's launched. I was awake, and I also shared it this year, but I think you're sleeping then.
Had to sleep. It was
like most persons I shared it to, they could not buy. They were struggling, and the crazy thing is it stayed at $2, plain 1.99, 2.1, 2.2 for about 40 minutes or even slightly more than. It stayed at that price. Yet all because of Solana network was congested. I think network was congested for like straight 30 minutes. No transaction could go through. So I think this brings up the question of, do you think crypto is ready for mass adoption?
Well, we're not fully ready, because if you check the transactions that payment processors handle per second, let's say like Visa, MasterCard, and then you compare it to the transaction per second of blockchains, you find out that there is no blockchain that has actually tested those limits, right?
But still, even when we talk about those transactions from payments processors, I don't think there's any interface right now that we can use to like vet and confirm that real time. For blockchain, we can confirm it real time, how many transactions per second, the volume. But for the Visa and the rest, how can we really be able? They just say those things on paper.
But then they say those things, but then you haven't. It's not rampant when you hear that you're trying to make a payment via your card and it's not working.
Would we know?
Right? Well, the thing is, it will bounce now.
But we've seen payments bounce sometimes.
Well, see, these networks, they've been prominent enough, or they've been strong enough to last this long.
Because I feel in defense of blockchain platforms, I feel most times why that of blockchain is lauded so much is because you can vet this thing real time. It's just like if somebody says Solana blockchain processed over $35 billion in the past 24 hours. It is there. You can see it. If they say Solana blockchain processed over 2 million transactions in the past 24 hours, you can see it there. If somebody says about 10,000 transactions could not go through, you can see it. It's on chain. In fact, you can even see the time where those transactions stopped going through. But if somebody comes and says Visa, Verve, they were able to process 1 billion transactions in the last 24 hours or in the last 5 minutes, how can we confirm that? I feel that's the real problem.
That comes with centralization.
Yeah, because we can't even stress test those protocols.
But then you would give it to them that or maybe a very good percentage of world's transactions successfully pass through those systems, right?
Sorry, because I mean we have seen where in festive periods networks fail.
These are Nigerian networks. It's a whole different ball game.
But even like in the US, you hear during election, people were having challenges. Network challenges too.
I think that's another separate conversation, because we can dive into that rabbit hole as to, is the network really having issues, or are people tampering with the network for the sake of,
is it a DDoS attack and all?
But when it comes to blockchains, why I say we are not ready, and why I say also we are getting there, is because, for example, a blockchain can tell you we process 30,000 transactions per second, right? But people are not using that network. But then another network can tell you we are processing 10,000 transactions per second. But then when 10,000 transactions per second comes, or when 8,000 transactions per second comes, it clogs the network. So for me, Solana, their TPS is really high, but as time has progressed, has shown that Solana has the capacity to scale. They are processing more and more transactions. Than probably what happened in the last cycle. More attention is coming. They are more like stress testing their system in real time.
Yeah.
Half of what has occurred in Solana, if it happens on Ethereum, gas fees are going to be
pay like $90,
right?
For gas fees.
Now, and then if maybe another chain might be somewhere and say, oh, the Solana is failing, it's centralized, our chain can do this. Guy, if half of those transaction passes through your chain might no longer even exist, right? So it's kudos to Solana. It has actually performed really incredibly well, because we had a whole lot of persons that didn't even understand what Phantom was, what is an exchange, what is a DEX. Yes, a lot of people fell into phishing sites, right?
Yes.
But then Solana held up well, assuming it was Ethereum. We saw gas wars during the, I think, 2017.
We saw it 2021.
Yes,
2021. I paid $325 for gas fees to mint NFTs. It was crazy. In fact, there were multiple times where I could not sell NFTs because someone would bid for an NFT to pay like 1.2 Ethereum, and when you go and check the gas fees, you see like $650.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll just cancel the transaction because when you check the cost, maybe you spent $400 to buy the NFT, maybe you're about to sell it for about, let's say, 2K, and gas fees is already showing you about 600. And that transaction would most likely still fail. Yes. And sometimes you confirm twice.
That's crazy.
When you look at the whole thing, you're like, nah, you just cancel.
Yeah.
And that thing was consistent on Ethereum for like 4 months. That was what affected Ethereum in the last bull run. Yeah. From like March, April, May, June, July.
That
like
was
4 months.
Binance matching got its popularity, because people started moving to Binance matching because it was cheaper,
and it killed almost all the projects on Ethereum. Then
people started bridging.
People stopped buying them. Most of those projects could not recover again. And we're seeing like a similar thing happen now, but so far so good. The technology has gotten to that point of mass adoption.
It's getting there.
Because for the president to launch a meme, guy, you can imagine
we're talking
the traction.
About only on Jupiter on that day did more than 2 billion.
It's far more than 2 billion.
Far more than 2 billion in volume.
Solana DEX was able to process more volume than I think the Ethereum full chain.
Yeah.
It was crazy within 24 hours.
So to tell you that it did not crash,
And funny enough, the way the Trump launch, it did not crash.
It did not crash.
It didn't.
It did not crash. So it's and we're talking about Trump that day. Within the next 24 hours, we're talking about the wives meme coin, and a plethora of other meme coins too that came out with the whole, USA election, Trump, Meta. So it gives you an idea that Solana is actually up there when it comes to
they have really proved themselves, and thanks to Solana, we are able to finally see some real adoption, because if not for Solana, what chain would someone go to like launch this meme? It would have been very difficult.
I've probably seen it on one of these EVM chains, like maybe Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Polygon.
Still it would have been difficult.
Even Base. But then I know that the gas fees would have been way much higher than what it was
Solana.
With Solana.
Yeah, I feel another thing that Solana has done to be able to kill it in this market is user interface.
Yeah, it's
Phantom user interface is
one of
amazing.
The best wallets.
It's nice. Even Jupiter, their interface to the color combination.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's just very calm, and it's
something
very
about
soothing.
That green color with Phantom that is actually nice to see.
Yeah, it's calm and it's soothing compared to maybe Trust Wallet or Coinbase Wallet or MetaMask has been hanging for over 4 years now, and they've not done nothing about it.
MetaMask is
like the user experience on phone it's trash. It's just trash.
Talking about Jupiter Airdrop is currently ongoing.
Yeah. Jupiter Airdrop is on. Congratulations to those that got. We spoke about it in one of our episodes last year. I think October, November, between episode 3 and maybe 5 or 6. We spoke about it. So for those that actually took it serious, kudos and congratulations. So Jupiter Airdrop was nice. People that staked got more points and more Jupiter tokens. People that staked, I think they were able to average 500 Jup tokens, which is approximately $500. You get. Whereas people that didn't stake, if you're able to do some good transaction volume and numbers, you were able to get at least 200 to 250 Jup tokens, which is approximately $200.
It's good, man. $200 now is at least
like
350,000 naira. Free money. It's
but for those that are on-chain maxis that trade multiple wallets, stake, and they were more intentional about the airdrop, they were able to easily get above $1,000 you get from that airdrop. So it was really an amazing airdrop. Nice work, Jupiter. Nice work. And I think they're also burning some tokens. So they should be burning some tokens.
So for the thing now is that for most persons that are still wondering, because we have a whole lot of new persons in the community and all that stuff, that are wondering, okay, I used Jupiter for like 2 months, but I didn't get the airdrop. Now, Jupiter is holding these airdrops every single January of the new year. So we're going to still get this airdrop again by 2026. Right? But then how do you prepare yourself? What you have to do is trade with Jupiter. Just trade with Jupiter. Swap your meme coins, your utility coins, whatever it is, swap it with Jupiter. By doing so, you are indirectly preparing yourself for the next wave of airdrop. It's that simple. So, and also Nodepay.
Nodepay airdrop, the claim went live a few days ago. But I wasn't so impressed with it because
truly I didn't really farm Nodepay personally.
Yeah, but from my observation, I think on average the max in terms of dollar value that anyone got was like $2,000 worth per wallet. Yes, which was about 10,000 plus Nodepay tokens. Yeah, the average maximum that any user per address got, unless somebody that was farming with multiple address, you can now maybe get 2k here, 2k here.
Bought nodes,
no, that's not Nodepay.
Which one was that?
I've forgotten the name, but it's not Nodepay that people were. That's December. People were rushing to buy nodes. No, it's not Nodepay. It's not Nodepay. I'm trying to remember, but it's not Nodepay.
No, okay.
Yeah, so congratulations to those that farmed Nodepay. We also shared Nodepay, I think September, October 2024 to the community, and most persons actually made some money. Not so much, $100, $150, $180. Little amount.
Those monies are still monies when you change it to naira.
Well,
right?
Again, like I said, it depends on if the person took airdrop farming personal. You know, there are people that they are airdrop farmers.
Yes.
So if they see an airdrop that it's confirmed that it will pay, let's say like Nodepay, they are not farming it with one account. They'll farm with like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 accounts. So even if they are getting, let's say, $100 or $150 from one account, by the time you multiply by 7, 8 accounts, you find out that worst that they are getting is like $1,000.
I think for us now, this should be like a call for airdrop farmers to get into AO, because in the community now we've gotten at least 4 airdrops.
Yeah, 4 airdrops, and they're still
doing much.
Yeah, and there's still tons of airdrops.
Yeah, this week we got
tons of airdrops.
We got AR.io.
Yeah, AR.io, which is one of the biggest so far.
Yes.
Although we don't know the value.
I think also FFP.
FFP too has gone live.
Has gone live. Nobility Kitty is also doing their own airdrop to both Bankat holders, and a few others too that would go live.
Yeah, it's raining airdrop on AO, and the amazing thing is we've been screaming this for more than 7-8 months now, since second quarter of 2024 that we've been talking about AO, and since we started this podcast we've been talking about AO. So it's quite fantastic that the chain will be going live within the next 3 weeks, 8th of February, and there'll be lots of airdrops, like crazy money on AO. You get like crazy money. We're going to talk about that properly in another video, but there'll be crazy money to be made on AO. We've seen Permaverse airdrop earlier 2025. We've seen that Matrix farming is currently ongoing on AO, which they would also give like an airdrop for NFT holders.
Already seeing their tokens now.
Yeah. So a whole lot is happening on AO. If you're missing out, and if you notice too, if you look up on social media, you find out you rarely hear people talking about, even influencers and other key opinion leaders, you rarely hear anyone talking about AO
because they don't know,
or ROE, because they don't know. But that's where the money is, and I believe you'll start hearing more of that from maybe February.
Not even from February, I think maybe from late March.
Yeah, and by then it would have been late to an extent. You will need more effort.
Yeah. You know how
to an extent more capital.
You know how this thing works. When the big influencers start talking about it, that's when most people has made money from it.
True.
So if people now start hearing about, someone made $10,000, $20,000 from an airdrop that you farmed with maybe zero, the excitement gets high. More persons start talking about it, more persons start flocking into it. So this is where it now becomes a little bit more difficult now to filter between the real deal and
and then you would also have some scams. So one reason why it is very important to jump into these ecosystems on time is because when these ecosystems are new, we're in that very first stage where they are still like setting the foundation. That is when they start coming up with the building blocks, the DEXs, the lending and borrowing protocol on AO. On AO they will soon launch one. The NFT platforms, you get the AI related projects, the Oracle services, storage,
aggregators.
It's in that stage that they start building all these stuffs, and that's the best time to interact with them. Even the bridges, that's the best time to interact with them and make reasonable profit. Like AOX, they have indirectly confirmed that they are going to do an airdrop, and they'll have a token, and it's because of the recent
Everpay,
the whole Everpay campaign that just started, which they also we dropped a thread on the community and also a video step-by-step guide on how to go about it. Next looking at the Chromia ecosystem, it's about starting in airdrop.
Yes, on Chromia native stakers are going to these guys were very particular about native staking, because a whole lot of persons, even including me, I have a huge stash of CHR staked on the Binance side. But now they are saying, come and stake it on our economy chain, right? So Color Pool has confirmed. In fact, Color Pool snapshot has taken place.
Yes, they have.
So it's guaranteed that if you're staking native Chromia, you're going to get Color Pool tokens.
Now they're about to do another snapshot again.
Right. Yesterday, Eval, which is an AI engine, has confirmed that Our snapshot is going to have, I think they said 27th.
27th of January, I think. Yeah.
Which is
in a few days.
Of days, yes. Yeah. That we're going to take a snapshot of native stakers. They're going to get eval tokens. Now, eval, their own token structure is quite different, because they are going to launch first on Base, but then that the Chromia address is always linked to your MetaMask address. So, and Base address is the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So you're going to get some tokens on Base, and also by the time the FT4 bridge is ready between Chromia and Base, you're still now going to get eval tokens
as FT4 tokens.
As FT4 tokens. So what's it called? XOOB also, which is a Quest platform built on Chromia, has also hinted that yes, our tokens is coming. And then that they are going to also reward native stakers. So it's a good idea if you stake some tokens on Chromia. Now, I know that some people are a little bit skeptical because there's no liquidity yet for native token on chain, because we have MXs already trading native Chromia. But CCY, which is the DEX, is I think their migration is 31st.
Yeah, CCY is I think 30th or 31st. They should be launched by February.
Yeah.
But Color Pool should be launching by ending of January. Their DEX should be going live.
If you check Color Pool and the way they are acting and the way CCY is acting,
so there's a chance that
there's a chance that
there's a relationship there.
There's a relationship, because Color Pool's CCY's token is on Avalanche, and they're telling you that on the 31st they're taking a snapshot, no trading. Then the moment after that 31st, you automatically get your tokens, the equivalent on Chromia FT4. And once that happens, they are going to create a liquidity of CCY and a Chromia pair on their DEX.
Yes.
Right? So it gives you an idea that Color Pool and CCY, they're actually working together.
So it is fair to say Chromia season will kick off in the month of February.
Yeah.
Yeah, and DEX on-chain trading actively will start in the month of February.
Color Pool has hinted the USDT bridge, and we all know that for any ecosystem to take off, we need a stable pair for you to be able to take your profits into a stable pair. So they have a functional bridge. They've talked about a stable coin coming. The DEX is launching obviously in February. So the ecosystem is good to go.
Yeah, that's we can't wait. I think it's just in about 10 days now we should be able to see most of all those things come to life. Yeah, I'm talking about briefly on Sam Meme Coin. Sam Meme Coin finally launched. The performance was just barely 100% return on investment. But yeah, I think long term it still has good prospects, especially now that there's a vote for them to officially make it like a verified trading pair. On DEX, which last I checked, they are going to approve it. Because it's about 100%. Everyone wants that to be done. So I'm still expecting at least some, and also they want to create liquidity to make it tradable on Solana.
I think this is where the run would happen. If they do that, because when Sam was launching on Orai chain, I just knew it wasn't going to perform like GNRT.
No, minus that too. It launched when the market was in a very bad state.
The market was not as bad as JPOW that launched when market is red after Trump, but JPOW did more than 20x. So I think it's the ease of Solana, right? And all the quick places you can draw metrics from, DEX Screener, DEX Tools, you can see the charts. Because even Sam in the Discord, they complained about the Orai chain, them not being able to see charts, and they reached out to CoinHall. CoinHall provides charting, aggregating function for Cosmos, and they are not being responsive. And despite the fact that CoinHall got a $50,000 grant from Orai chain, so this is why they are now thinking of getting some liquidity and moving some liquidity to Solana, and then also working on the bridge, so that you can be able to bridge your SAM tokens to Solana, so that you can be able to have those chatting function. Because now SAM is the most
It's very
undervalued
undervalued
token
extremely,
on
probably around 200k market cap.
220k market cap. So
very low.
It's an easy 5x when you compare it to the likes of, let's say, AI rights, with maybe 1 million FDV. So it's let's see how it goes this week.
Well, let's see. So for those that are very much interested in NFTs, still NFTs on AO. One of the NFTs we spoke about, TRAONK, I think is pronounced Trank also. I mean, it has done over 100x from where we shared it to the community, and right now it's
pump that token.
Yeah, right now is at around 0.6 AR or thereabouts. This is something that was trading at less than 0.01 AR, so that's really amazing. And AO mainnet is yet to go live, so you can imagine what would happen. There are still lots of opportunities too on AO relating to NFTs, so you have to be on the lookout for our videos. And lastly, we saw something in the early hours of today, Vine. The Vine meme coin that launched, and it ran, I think it launched around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And waking up this morning, guy, this meme coin was already around 200 million. It's like these guys, they don't want people to sleep again.
Our time zone is different, so
because
it's quite interesting.
It's crazy when you sleep and you wake up, and even the Trump meme was also launched midnight, around 3 a.m.
Yes.
This one, same thing, it took off at around 1:30, 2 a.m. and as of this morning, 7-8, it was already at 220 million. It had done more than 100x, which is insane. I think the worst loser was someone that paper-handed. He bought the meme for $84,000 and he sold at a loss for, I think, $76,000, either $76,000 or $73,000. And as at 1 hour ago, the value was at $1.2 million. And this whole move happened in few hours, so he lost on the trade. But if he had held on to it, he would have been holding over $1.2 million.
The way people are, I think even someone too lost a good amount of money from Trump. A guy called Ansem.
Was it Ansem? Yeah. Ansem lost good money too from Trump. Was
more
it
than $1 million?
$2 point something million
that they lost. So
he lost on Trump.
People have to understand it's a zero-sum game, right? If you're not convinced and you're buying, most likely you might sell.
Yeah, if you FOMO.
Yes.
If you FOMO and you buy.
The Trump meme, the guy FOMO'd because he
clearly
was buying it at when this thing has pumped great, and he bought with a huge amount of money. So now I tell people sometimes is, if you want to go and buy a meme coin sometimes and you're buying with money that you're not convinced, for example, let's say money you want to use to pay rent, or you're buying with a large amount of money, you might not have rest. Because you'll always be on your phone checking.
You won't even be able to sleep.
At some point, if there's a small retrace, you might be like, guy, let me just cut and rest. But assuming you bought with a comfortable money, maybe let's say with that guy now, assuming you bought with, like, let's say $2,000 and left it, maybe he would have come back and see maybe $20,000 or $50,000, and he'd be like, assuming I bought with 100k.
Yeah.
But the truth is that you might not have held assuming you bought 100k.
You'll be panicking
because any retrace, you'll be like, guy, if I lose 100k, it's crazy. You want to cut it. So just buy with money that you're comfortable with, so that you can hold the coin and maybe go and do other things. And then when you remember, oh yes, I'm on a trade, you can now come back and say, this has done 10x, or this has done 15x for me.
Well, that's true. So guys, I think one major thing you should take out of today's episode is have conviction. Whatever project you're buying, meme coin, lots of persons reached out to me talking about Trump meme, if they should buy, if they should hold. Some were already in loss, crazy loss. Some persons bought with like 4k dolls, they're already in a loss of like $3,000, and they were asking, should we keep holding? They never told me before they bought. Funny enough, if they had made money, they wouldn't have told me still. But now they were losing like 70-something%. They were asking me, should they hold or should they sell? Now this is the problem. Some were saying they borrowed the money. Now this is the problem. If you don't have conviction, don't buy. Most importantly, you need a mentor. You need to be part of a community if you want to take crypto serious. You need a guide if you want to take crypto serious. If you try to do it on your own, you might get burnt. That's just the truth. And also, there are lots of people that lost money, but they never told anyone. We still know, sure, but no wala. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Bye bye guys.